Hi guys and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious loaf. We only make it at Christmas time. It's a cranberry and orange loaf. So you need some fresh cranberries for this and this is the season for them. You can't get them really any other time of year. So you get them in most supermarkets. And top tip, if you love this cake, try it and see. If you love it, why not buy a heap of these guys and freeze them, put them in a Ziploc bag, and then you can make this cake all year round. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is pour my plain flour or all-purpose flour into a bowl. I'll put up the exact measurements and all that in a bit. I'm putting my caster sugar in here. So basically I'm putting all my dry ingredients in. I have bicarbonate of soda, baking powder and salt in here as well. I just can't remember what the exact measurements are off the top of my head. And I'm going to mix these all together. And then I am going to add my wet ingredients. So years and years ago, a local supermarket used to make these scones called mixed berry scones. And I never buy scones because I always make my own scones, but somebody brought these scones to me one time and I thought they were the nicest flavour I had ever tasted, and I spent a lot of time trying to replicate that flavour. I knew there was an orange flavour and I knew there were red berries, so I went through a whole host of red berries until I eventually realised they were cranberries. So I tried dried cranberries because you can't get the fresh ones, and it still wasn't right until I tasted this cake that my friend Jenny made for me last year. And I realised this is the exact flavour. It's the fresh cranberries, it's the orange juice that just makes it magic. Just wow. So I'm adding 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil in here. I've just made a little well in the centre to add my wet ingredients. I'm adding some orange juice in here. I think it's 1.5 cups, but I'm not sure. I will put it all up. And I have 1 egg that I've already beaten. I'm just going to throw that in there as well. This is also the kind of thing that you can double up this recipe and make 2 loaves. Put 1 in your freezer or give 1 away. I also have some chopped nuts in here. I love using pecan nuts because I just find that walnuts are hit and miss. You could get one that's rancid and you don't know until you've bitten into it, and by then it's too late. And I find pecans are consistently good. That they're optional, you don't need to use them. If you have nut allergies or people who don't like nuts, you can leave that part out. And then I'm going to add my cranberries. So there's quite a few cranberries. You can chop these up if you want them smaller. I like to leave them whole. I just like that crunch of a cranberry in here. And that's it. I'm going to mix all these ingredients together and until it, you know, everything just gets nicely mixed through and makes a nice kind of wet dough. And it's nice to be at this stage of the Christmas preparation where I'm thinking of cake. Yes, everything is coming to a close now. I boiled my massive big ham last night, so I'm going to, I remember I showed you in another video how to, that you can boil it and crisscross it, put the cloves in and have it that much prepared. I'm going to pop it into my freezer at that stage and take it out Christmas Eve and glaze it, and all I have to do is pop it into the oven. So I have my loaf tin here and I already have my little liner, and I'm just going to pop, oh, I forgot one of the most important ingredients, the orange, the zest of an orange. So this recipe calls for a tablespoon. I can't believe I nearly left this out because this is one of the loveliest parts of the flavour, is that orange zest, because no matter how much orange juice you use, the flavour of the actual zest is what gives it that lovely Christmassy bite. Delicious. So have any of you got some favourite family recipes, special Christmas baking that you'd like to share with the rest of us, all of this YouTube community. I'm sure you all do. We usually make some Christmas cookies as well, so we'll have to do a video on that. Liam, what do you think?
Yeah.
Liam doesn't have any homework this week, so he got some new paints and he's trying some new paints out. So as always, remember, don't go down to the white part of your, when you're using a zest. Just, you want it to the pale orange part, because the white part is bitter. The same with a lemon, you just go as far as the pale yellow. So I think that's about a tablespoon there, which is really the grated zest of a full large orange. It's a good way of kind of figuring that one out. And I'm just going to pop that in there and mix that through and put that into the oven. And it takes a good while. It takes about 55 minutes to cook. But again, I'm going to check it halfway through. I'll probably turn it around as always. And the cranberries are already starting to weep a little bit in here and changing the mixture to a little pinkish kind of mixture. So I'm just going to pop this. It's not that wet. It's quite a stiff mixture, but the cranberries do pop and they do ooze some more liquid when they heat up, just as you would, you know, if you've got a cranberry muffin. The cranberries tend to weep. You can see them starting to weep a little bit pinkish there. Almost a little bit like my sloe gin, which is actually the most wonderful pink color. I had a look at it the other day. So we made it about 2 months ago, and it's got this wonderful, rich, deep pink hue. So by Christmas Day, it'll be perfect. I'm going to pop this into the oven and I'll be back. So here we go, guys. Our cake has been in the oven. If you're not sure whether it's done or not, you could stick a skewer, if you could find a skewer. I can't find one, but I'm fairly confident that that is cooked. It didn't quite take as long as I thought it would take. So if you have an oven that's a little bit hotter like mine, just check it after about a half an hour and stick your skewer through. Like, I know that, do you hear that hollow sound? I know it's cooked. But if you stick your skewer through and it comes out clean, you know it's cooked. It's super, super hot, and this, you should always let it wait at least 20 minutes before you cut it. But because we are on video land, I'm just going to cut in through here just to show you how beautiful the cake looks when you slice into it. I don't know if you can see that very well. Oh, do you remember that smell, Liam?
Yeah.
Liam and I are very excited to have our first taste of cranberry cake this year. Thank you all for watching. God bless. See you soon.